It's a happy sunny morning in my Jeep. Good morning. I am Mare, and I am running a couple of errands because we're going to see Alton Brown live for the third time. If you don't know Alton Brown, he is the TV chef who did Good Eats a bazillion years ago when I met my husband. It was our favorite show to watch together on Food Network. And then he hosted the Iron Chef America thing. And now, if you don't know, he has been writing books. He's been doing like Good Eats Reloaded and all this stuff. Anyway, he is going to be in Easton, Pennsylvania tomorrow, and we are going to see him. So I am very, very excited about it. Fortunately, I follow Mr. Brown on Instagram, and this is crazy. Okay, this is so crazy. This has never happened all the times that I've seen him touring. It is very rare that I am following someone enough where I see that they're touring and the tickets are going up like that second. So I happened to see him put up a story announcing the tour and saying the tickets were on sale. And I was like, holy crap. So I text my husband. I'm like, Alton Brown's coming again. Do you want to see him? He's like, hell yeah. So I said, do you want like really good tickets? We are in the second row, you guys. We're in the second effing row at Alton Brown at Easton. Now, some of you are like, okay, you're as excited about this as being in the fire zone at Rammstein. I love to cook. I love to cook. My husband adores Alton Brown. I think in real life, they would hang out and be best friends. Also, Alton Brown did a book about, and I think he did it on TV too, where he had this BMW bike that my husband still wants to this day. He has this BMW motorcycle that he rode around the country, and he stopped and ate at all these places. He put out the book, and the book has the best recipes in it. I forgot the name of it. If I remember, I'll drop a picture in here. Squirrely, get out of the road, Squirrely. And, like the squirrels can hear me. I just have to, it's like when your dog stretches and you don't say, ooh, big stretch. When a squirrel runs across my road, I have to say, get out of the road, Squirrely, even though I know they can't hear me. Anyway, that book is really good. The book of Alton Brown driving around the country, and there's so many good recipes in that. Highly recommend. We have all of his cookbooks. I have slowly been buying my husband all of his cookbooks. Number of times my husband has made anything out of these cookbooks, currently 0. Kept joking about how we had this new kitchen designed with my help. Me and the designer designed our kitchen, put this whole new kitchen together, and I told my husband, now that we have this new kitchen, you can start cooking. Times he has cooked, 0. Anyway, I hold out hope that someday he might. Someday. Maybe I should I think I need to plan food things for him. I think I need to plan like a food date. Like, hey, tonight we're going to make dinner together. And I have everything set up. The mise en place. One of my favorite Alton Brown songs, by the way. I don't know if you also knew, he writes songs and he plays music and has a band. He plays guitar. And he performs his songs live at the shows, which is great. Our favorite song was Mise en Place. And he has videos up in the back that are really funny and everything. Anyway, Mise en Place was sung to the tune of Edelweiss. Edelweiss, Edelweiss. Da, da, da. So it's mise en place, and it was hilarious. If you like to cook or you are a cooking nerd, you will love it. It's so funny. I think it's on the CD that we bought at that show, and we did buy one of his autographed CDs at the very first show we went to years ago. Anywho, then he did the Christmas show. Now he's back again, and he just came out with like a memoir kind of book. I got it on Audible, and I'm currently listening to it. But when I got the second row tickets for tomorrow night, oh my God, I told my husband, I go, do you want to talk to Alton Brown? He goes, why? I go, they have a VIP thing and it's still available, and we're in the second row and we can do the VIP experience. So yes, We bought the VIP experience for both of us with Alton Brown. It doesn't include a whole photo op, like standing there taking pics with him, which is so like cringe anyway. I feel like, I'm fine with not doing that, honestly. It's really cringy, and my husband is very embarrassed about that kind of thing. Like, he'll sit there and stare at Alton Brown and watch him talk, but if it comes to my husband actually having to like take a picture with him or talk to him face to face, I just think he would be tongue-tied and be like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to say, I don't know. So yeah. Oh, we're gonna go this way, sorry. Whoa, there goes my purse. There was no one behind me, and there's a sign that says road work ahead, and I ain't sitting in the road work. My purse just flew. I saw the road work ahead sign just fast enough to go, nope, go in the alternate route. I drive like a wackadoo sometimes. Only when there's no one else on the road, which, have you seen cars? I'm like literally the only one on the road. It's very early. This is an early vlog today. It's 10:20. I actually was up kind of early and did some stuff around the house, and I realized, so the reason I'm going out, first I have to check my P.O. box, hopefully for the last time, for the Iggy cards, the Italian Greyhound card exchange for St. Patrick's Day, because I need to, my husband asked me last night, he's like, did you open the cards yet? I want to see all the cards. I'm like, I have to go one more time because there are 4 cards that are missing. I don't know if they're totally missing, because I don't know if the people who are the international people, I don't know if they like sent cards or not. I hate that I have to go all the way into town. I'm really trying to think if there's anything by me, anywhere I can go to find what I need. And I really don't think there is. I think I have to go all the way into town, which really sucks. So I have to check my P.O. box today, and I do have to go to the grocery store because my guinea pigs just had their very last fresh salad today. I make them fresh salads for an entire week, and they get a whole mixed fresh salad every single day. First thing in the morning, they get a fresh salad. It's awesome. They're very spoiled, and they're very happy, and they are going on 5 years old this year, and they're doing great, knock on wood. Anywho, what I need, we're on a mission. I think I want to make this vlog like the whole Alton Brown vlog. Should we do that? I wasn't going to do this, like, this was just going to be a vlog I put up on Tuesday, and the show's Wednesday night. I think I'm actually going to do this as an Alton Brown vlog, and I think maybe what we'll do is, what if I vlog a little bit, I show you the craft that I'm, holy crap, road work there too. Welcome to spring in the Poconos, and if you're in Michigan as well, it always happens in Michigan, where the symbol of spring is the construction cone. So far, 2 things I've gone down. Ignore this right here. I don't care. I really don't care what my hair is doing today. I'm not wearing any makeup. It's 10:20 in the morning. I need to run out and get craft supplies. Okay, so if you're a Good Eats fan, if you're not, this won't make any sense to you, and I'll try to drop pictures in here. Every time Alton Brown did any kind of Good Eats thing about bread or yeast, he had these guys called the Yeasties, and they were these really cheap sock puppets with pipe cleaners sticking out of their heads and googly eyes, and when they would open their mouths, they had red felt with little tongues in them, and they would go bah, bah, and they would make them burp because it's the yeast, and it's like burping, it's creating the gases, and to make the bread rise. So he had these guys called the Yeasties, and they would, well, we call them the Yeasties, but the Yeasties, I don't know if he called them Yeasties, we always called them the Yeasties, my husband and I. So we're like, Yeasties! Every time it was an episode with those on, we would die. Just like, bah. So part of the lore with the Yeasties for my husband and I is that my husband's heart dog, Rusty, who passed away a couple years ago, her nickname was Little Beastie, and she was also a Yeastie. She was so cute. She's this little 7-pound Italian Greyhound, itty bitty bitty thing. Love of my husband's life. And to this day, I joke with him and I go, look, me and Enid are like this, and my husband made a joke of, I think you love Enid more than me, and I'm go, I won't say more than. And he started laughing. He goes, oh, and I said, no, listen, it's the same thing with you and Rusty. I know where I ranked with you and Rusty. Rusty was like equal to me in stealing my husband's heart. And then he shut up. He goes, nope, you're right. So Rusty was so cute. When she would eat at night, sometimes because she had the crazy little pokey Italian Greyhound nose, she would get a kibble stuck in her cheek, and you could see it because she was so skinny and little, and you'd see like a little blob in her cheek, and we'd have to go like this, and we'd push it forward, and then she'd go and swallow it, and then we would pat her on the back over our shoulder like a baby, and she would go bleh, and she would burp. This little tiny petite 7-pound dog, and she had the buggy eyes. Oh my God, Rusty, if you've seen her, she was on my channel years ago. What's really sad, it's kind of sad, it's melancholy, is in my editing software on my Mac, I have a video that says Mo's last vlog, and her nickname was Mo. M-O, Mo. And she had many, many nicknames. Mo, Moshi. Well, Mo came from Moshi. We used to call it, because I was learning Japanese, I'd say Moshi Moshi. And some reason, Moshi Moshi made her crazy. She would attack my face when I'd say Moshi Moshi. And this was a long, long, long time ago when we were still living in Ferndale. But she would attack my face if I said Moshi Moshi. And so I started saying, is that your name, Moshi Moshi? And so her nickname became Moshi Moshi. And then it became Mo. I have hiccups. Again, why do I get hiccups when I'm driving? I think it's just all the talking. Oh my God, I forgot to do my inhaler this morning. Asthma attack incoming in 3, 2, 1. Now I'll do it as soon as I get home, and I do a rescue inhaler in my console in case I need it. Anywho, Mo. So I have in my editor, I have a video that says Mo's last vlog, and it was the very last time I recorded her, and the last vlog she was in with me. We went to the vet and she had a checkup, and it was literally like a couple days later she was gone. I still have it. It was from years ago, and I will never take it out of my editor, and I have never watched it back. I also have a vlog called First Vlog After Dude, and when my guy Little Dude passed away, my heart guy Little Dude passed away a year ago this past January, I couldn't record. I didn't do anything for like 2 weeks. I didn't do anything. And the first vlog I did, I was just in the car, and I'm like, let me just turn on the camera and talk it out. And I just look at my face in that vlog, like on the little screenshot, there's like a little frozen screen grab. When you have iMovie, if you know, you have iMovie, and there's like a little screen grab of part of the video, and I just look at myself and I'm like, wow, I was not in a good place. I see, it's weird to look back. I haven't watched it, but I think it was interesting to record myself in that like time of grief where I was just completely lost and very sad, and talking my way through it and seeing my face. And then I look now and I'm like, wow, you can heal. You come so far. But I don't want to watch either one of those vlogs back. They just stay in my editor. And I always think maybe someday I will watch them back and edit them and put them out there. But I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. If not, they're like private. They're for me. They're like memories of 2 of the 4 dogs that we've lost over the past 5 years. So, yep, we lost 4 in 5 years. It's been rough times around here. And we still have 4 left. Do the math. Well, Enid came in after we had already lost Dude and, after we had lost Trudy and Mo. So we lost Trudy and Mo, and then Casper came along after that, and Enid came along after that. So they weren't overlapping. Like, Enid never knew Trudy or Rusty, which is kind of sad. I just said that last weekend. I told my husband, I go, oh my God, could you imagine if Rusty and Enid knew each other? They would be frenemies. They would be like best frenemies. They would be alternately like, I'm going to fight you and kick your ass, and I'm going to play with you. And that's what they would be like. So yeah, so that's interesting to think like what they would be like if they were both existing in the world at the same time. I like to think they would just absolutely, I think they would love each other. They would play. They would wrestle with each other. They'd fight with each other. They'd fight over toys. They go grr, 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 back and forth and kind of fight with each other. And then alternately, they would also sleep together, curled up in a ball together and being cute. That's exactly what I think would happen with those two. Anyway, that was a big long tangent. To say Mo was a yeasty. Rusty was one of those little yeasty sock puppets. The googly eyes, the little things sticking out of their head, the burping, the big long neck, and they were the same color. They're gray. They were like these gray socks. So it's crazy because they were like literally like so similar. They were like sock puppet versions of our dog. So that was just kind of cute. So my husband will always have this like soft spot and this love for the Alton Brown East puppets and Good Eats. So I said, because I'm crazy, as you know, and I'm goofy and I like to laugh, and I got that from my mom. My mom had a great sense of humor. She was very silly. She was very sarcastic. And this is something I think my mom would 100% approve of. This is something my mom would do, which I kind of love. My mom is no longer with us, by the way, if you're new here. Lost her in early 2022. Anyway, I want to go and find gray socks. We need gray tube socks. I already have googly eyes and I have pipe cleaners, but I need red felt, and we're gonna make, my husband and I tonight, as a couple's craft, we are gonna make our own yeast sock puppets. And at the opportune time, now I cannot say when this opportune time will be. I am uncertain, but at the opportune time, my husband and I are going to be in the second row at Alton Brown, and I'm going to have these sock puppets in my purse, and I'm just going to pull them out. We're going to put them on our hands, and we're going to just sit there with these sock puppets like watching Alton Brown. If that doesn't make him break character and laugh his ass off and come out and steal my sock puppet off my hand and then throw it at me, which is something he might do, which I'm totally prepared for, I will be disappointed. My goal is to make him completely crack up and just break character or forget what he was saying. But he's pretty good. Alton Brown is such a wise man. He is like, he would probably not say it. He'd be like, no, I'm an idiot. No, he is. He's a really smart guy. That's why my husband likes him. He likes his sense of humor. He likes his ability to turn a phrase. He's very witty. That's the thing. He's witty. And he's quick. Like his little comebacks and the things he says are just, he's so funny. So if you've never seen Alton Brown live and there are any tickets left and he's coming to where you are, highly recommend. People in the comments of the show were like, what does he even do? Like, what does he do? He does some cooking demonstrations and they're always funny. He has volunteers come on stage. I told my husband, I go, oh my God, we're in the second row. We have a chance to be like the volunteers on the stage. My husband says, no. I am way too embarrassed. I am way too shy. I cannot do that. And I'm not mean. I'm not going to be like, take him, because I don't want to make him uncomfortable. I want him to have a good time at the show. So I'm not going to do that. But would I go on stage with him? Hell yeah. Yes. So, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to be wearing all black, probably a black hat. I have Alton Brown, like the buttons from the last tour, I'm going to put on my hat. So I'm going to do all that, and I'm going to be wearing all black. But then at the opportune moment, the yeast puppets are just going to be like sitting there watching him from the second row, which I don't know if anyone has ever done on the tour, but I think it's hilarious, and I think it needs to become a thing. How I saw Weird Al at Meadowbrook in Rochester, Michigan, back in the day, a bazillion years ago. By the way, I'm going to Michael's right now, in case you're wondering where I'm going. I was going to try to go to like not Home Goods. I was going to try to go to a dollar store to find red felt, but I realize the dollar stores by me are so hit and miss that it's faster for me to drive to Michael's, than it is to go to $3 or $4 stores hoping that they have a piece of red felt. It's just not worth it. It's not. And I need gray tube socks, and I don't know where I'm going to find them. And it sucks because there's that whole like Target boycott thing, and it's like, guys, there's nowhere for me to buy anything here. There are no stores I can go and buy gray socks. Like, I don't know where to go and get gray socks. I really don't. I mean, there's Walmart. Walmart is no better if you want to talk boycotty things. Walmart is no better than Target. It's like lesser of two evils. I don't know. But this is, I did a vlog the other day and I didn't post it. I'm still editing it and I don't know if I'm going to post it or not. But it was a little bit of a rant about boycotts because I am all for boycotting stuff, and I talk all the time on my channel about put your money where your mouth is and hitting people in the pocketbook, and don't support financially, especially. I talk about this with makeup all the time. Not supporting creators and brands that don't align with your principles, right? So there's that. But makeup is not a necessity. I know some people will say, yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is not. You need food, water, supplies, things like that. If we were in a zombie apocalypse, you wouldn't be so worried about your makeup. I mean, some people might, but it would not be a very well-founded worry or fear for you, okay? You got to worry about bigger stuff. That being said, it's different to say I'm boycotting makeup creators or brands that don't align with my principles when that's not a necessity. There are things that are necessities that I can't get anywhere else. Now, gray socks for an Alton Brown show, not a necessity. Yes, I know. I'm not talking about that. But I'm saying, like, where I live, I don't have a lot of options. There's a JCPenney's at the mall. I guess I could go there instead of Target. So right now, I am trying to figure out where the hell to go. There is a TJ Maxx, so I think I'm going to go to TJ Maxx because it would be cheaper anyway. I just hope they have gray tube socks there. There's also a Dick's Sporting Goods, but it's way the hell out of the way. But I am like 99.999% sure they would have gray tube socks. Now, I could use white tube socks. We have white tube socks that I can use, and they're really old and they're kind of falling apart anyway, so I was going to use those. But I'm worried, like, not worried. I want to be as historically accurate with the yeast puppets as I can. And I downloaded and like saved on my phone 3 different Alton Brown like pictures of the puppets. And they're gray. They're clearly gray. Oh, wait. Right by Michael's, there's an Old Navy. Do you guys think Old Navy would have them? I guess I could go in Old Navy, right? I'll go in Old Navy first. If they don't have them, I'll check TJ Maxx. So we are currently 22 minutes in. We're talking sock puppets for Alton Brown Live, where I have VIP second row tickets. And my husband and I need to make tonight sock puppets to taunt Alton Brown at his own show. And this is what I'm doing today with my time. Listen, this is important. It makes my husband very happy. He is thrilled. When I suggested the sock puppet thing, he lost his damn mind. He thought it was awesome. He's like, oh my God, that's awesome. We have to do it. So yeah, so I am currently, I'm pulling up to, oh wow, nobody's here. This is great. Oh, there's a Ross Dress for Less here too. They don't have anything there. I bet they'd have gray tube socks. So yes, I am at Michael's, Old Navy, and there's a Ross Dress for Less. There's also a Five Below. So, okay, something here. Somebody or something here. Can I park here? I don't know. You know what? I'm going to go over here. I think that's one of those pickup spots. I'm not going to be that jerk who like parks in the pickup spot. I'll go over here. Oh yeah, it's like pickup call-in things. Not that anyone's doing that at 10 in the morning on a Tuesday at Michael's, but I'm gonna go park over here. Alrighty. So I will be right back. Let's go hunt for red felt and gray tube socks. I'll be right back. Okay, I have acquired I had to buy a 3-pack of socks, but my husband needs socks anyways, so I know he'll wear the black and the white ones, or if he doesn't, I will. I did find these. They have stripes on them, and they say Old Navy. But I think they will work for our situation. I could always go in Ross Dress for Less, which I might still anyway, just to run through there. I hardly ever go in there because there's really nothing I want. Let's see. This is ridiculous. It says Old Navy on here, but I'm not too worried because that's where the... you need to imagine it with the tongue and the eyeballs. I texted my husband, I'm like, we are such weirdos. So it says Old Navy, but I can put the tongue like that there. I'm very excited about this project. Okay. Everything is acquired that I needed. Soon to be a yeast puppet. All right. Stay tuned for the yeast puppet. I think I'll vlog a little bit more. I might have to make it a separate vlog. Otherwise, it's going to be like a 4-hour vlog. Which, if you like Alton Brown, you might be here for it. Okay, I'll be right back. It is so warm. I don't really need my jacket. And I have my windows down. Oh my God. Breeze blowing in. Oh, it feels so nice out. Okay, so thankfully, I did find gray socks at Old Navy. I had to buy a 3-pack, and they came with like a pair of black, a pair of white, and a pair of gray. But I needed 2 pairs of gray socks, so we could each have 2 yeasty guys. So I spent $26 on socks so that I could get 4 gray socks, which I think is actually kind of freaking hilarious. And I hope Alton Brown likes it. I actually put up a story on Instagram. Let me close this, it's gonna get loud. Oh, it's so nice. Oh my God, look at my hair now. Wind blown, I don't care. Jeep hair, don't care. Where my Jeepers at? Waving to Jeeps. Where my Jeepers at? Jeep hair, don't care. Jeep, Jeep. Jeep wave. Anyway, so, ooh, and I missed the traffic here. So it's about to be lunchtime. It's 11:30. So I want to GTFO out of town. I'm going to stop at Aldi because I need salads for my guinea pigs, and I'm right by Aldi, which is awesome. I don't have to go all the way in Giant. Aldi's a lot cheaper. I can kind of stock up and get them enough salad for the next week, so that's a good thing. I don't have to go into the mall to try to find gray socks. So yeah, those socks are going to work. I've been texting my husband. I texted him a picture of me holding the red felt and the gray sock puppet, and I'm like, all yeasty supplies acquired. It's craft night at our house. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna go home and, well, I'm gonna go to Aldi, pick up, oh my God, I cannot go into Aldi with my hair like this. What is going on? I mean, I guess I could. I have a Jeep, who cares? I'm hoping Aldi is not busy right now. It's getting to the point where Aldi is busy 24/7. So my husband needed new socks anyway. So I was saying, like, I have like 4 extra pairs of socks, but all of his white tube socks are like, have holes in the toes at this point. They're really, really old. I was going to use those for the puppets because they are not useful anymore anyway. So I was like, well, we could always use, oh, my ear's itchy. We could always use those if I can't find gray socks. That was my last resort, was to use the last of his socks. But he's been kind of spring cleaning out his closet anyway, getting rid of stuff. There's a Stitch Jeep at the Jeep dealership. Oh my God. And there's a yellow one. Oh my God. Okay, there's one in the showroom. Wait. Okay, that's the green one. There it is. It's Hyperion. Oh my God. Oh my God. Never have I wanted you to buy yourself something more. I know we don't need it, but oh my God. Okay, sorry. I had to stop abruptly because there was a yellow Jeep. It's a Wrangler Rubicon, not a Rubicon like mine. Mine is the 4-door crazy Rubicon that's like humongous. That was a Wrangler. That was the 2-door. This is, I have the 4-door. But my husband, when I met him in 2000, had a black Jeep Wrangler. And it was one of the ways I knew, like, I'm like, he's the one. He's a Jeeper. He's got a Jeep Wrangler. It was so funny. It sounds crazy. I know the Jeep thing. It's like a cult. I know. And we are part of it, and we are happily part of the Jeep cult. It's awesome. Anyhow, I actually went to Aldi, got my salads for my guinea pigs. I got one bag. That's it. There's one Aldi bag back there. I really didn't need a lot because I went to Giant recently. But I had to get fresh salads for my guinea pigs, and Aldi is like one of the best places to get those for them because it's reasonable and the prices are pretty decent. I mean, honestly, they're not that different than the grocery store that's right by my house. But since I was going by Aldi, I'm like, screw it. Let me just run in there and grab their salad. It was so easy. Ran in there. I didn't even get a cart. I didn't do the 25 cents. I didn't do the whole cart thing. I ran in, grabbed their salads. I grabbed a couple of other snacks and things for my husband. I don't know which way my hair wants to go today. And then I left. And so it's kind of a pain to get out of that Aldi because you have to make a right turn. You can't make a left. Look, my hair doesn't know what side it wants to part on. It will go on either one. It doesn't care. I'm going up this little back road that's like through the woods. It's really pretty. You won't see any houses over here for a little bit. And then there's one that somebody remodeled. It's very hilly too. Hilly and windy, this road. My ears just popped. There's a little one right there. A couple little places, a couple other houses, and then there's this one that somebody remodeled that's really pretty. Just horrible location. This road isn't bad. This is not a very busy road. People don't go flying up and down it like they do with mine. Plus, you are right by town. You're literally like 5 minutes from the Aldi and Home Depot and TJ Maxx, Pet Supplies Plus. It would take me like 5 minutes to go out the door and go over there. They did such a good job refurbishing and renewing this whole place. Where is it? I thought it was closer. Nope, just woods. Woods. It's up here somewhere. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's going to be blurry as I'm going by anyway. But I love... Oh, here it comes. Up on the left. You won't be able to see it. I'll have to drive by and take a picture one day. But they completely fixed it up, and it's gorgeous. It's all stone on the front. Let me go really slow. No one's behind me. And they did this cool, like, it's right there. See, it's all stone. It's like rough stone on it. Jeep guy got his top down. Woo! I could have taken the top off of this, but then you really won't hear me at all. I should go somewhere I should take Casper to the dog park today, just to take him to the dog park, run him around, and get the top off the Jeep. And Enid has never been to the dog park. I couldn't take her. She's so tiny. There is a small and a large dog area. I would take them both in the small dog area. But still, I'm terrified because Enid, you've seen her. I hold her in one hand like this. She's right around 5 pounds. She's very, very tiny. I mean, her head's like that big. She's so small that I can't even have her around a dog that's like 10 pounds. A dog that's like 10 or 12 pounds is twice her size. So I want to take her to the dog park, but I'm also scared. A little nervous to take her. But I will take her probably, today is a gorgeous day, but it's noon. I'd probably take her in a morning, like when it's really warm like this, and on a morning when there's hopefully nobody there, maybe around like 10, 9, 10 in the morning, like after the kids are in school, buses are gone. That'll be a good time to take her up there for the first time. But right now, I don't think, not so much, no. It would be a great time to take Casper. But then I would have to leave Enid home, or I'd have to carry her in my sweater and be very careful if I set her down. I could set her down if nobody was around. Anyway, tangent. Gorgeous day for the dog park, though. I am going to have the dogs running around. Luckily, now we have our own dog park. If I can't get them to the dog park, we have a huge fenced yard now. So Casper runs like full speed laps around our yard, which is very cool. I love when he does that. Wow, nobody's out right now. Literally nobody on this road. I mean, this is crazy. It is, well, it's just noon right now, so it's just lunchtime, but still nobody out. Cuckoo. trying to think if there's anywhere else I need to go. I kind of would love to go and get a big giant coffee somewhere. I'm kind of talking to myself in my head like my mom again and going, you have coffee at home. You have coffee creamer at home. Where's my sock puppet? You have all this at home. You don't need to go buy it. I'm not going to go through town that way because I will stop somewhere bad. And I don't want to stop anywhere bad. Mostly I just want like French fries or onion rings or something. And I don't need any of that. So I am not going that way. I do need, however, a big giant coffee. Kind of thinking of going to the Dunkin' that's right by my house again and getting one of those brown sugar shaken espressos because those are pretty good and it really, 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 whoa, wakes me up. Waving to a guy with his dog. So small town again. I'm not even anywhere near home, but I'm people walking their dogs, especially when you pull over. I went in the oncoming lane. There's nobody on this road, so it's fine. Oh, wait, I gotta flip the camera around. Nobody's behind me. I'm gonna go really slow. Hold on. So, my tire's squeaky, sorry. So this is the park. See, there's a trail down there. I don't know if you can see it. There's some, like, a gravel trail out of the trees. This is the park that I said I do trail runs in. And so we're going up this road. I'm going very slow, don't worry. I'm going like 27 miles an hour and I'm basically rolling and there's no one on the road. And I'm not looking at my camera, so I'm pretty sure I know what I'm pointing at. God, my tire is so squeaky. What is up with that? Why is she so squeaky? That's kind of annoying. Jeeps make a lot of noises, guys, if you have a Jeep. But look at how gorgeous this day is. So this is this huge park. So where I live, this is basically what surrounds me. This is it. It's all this. So there's where the trail ends. So here's the river I was telling you about that you run along this river for the trail run. My squeaky tire is making it less enjoyable. So there's the bridge. So the bad part is the trail ends and you have to run on the road right here for about a quarter of a mile or so. I'm gonna have to put my camera down in a second, so I'm gonna be on a road where there are cars. But so there's those big rocks you can go sit on over there, and there is where the trail goes. You cross the street and you cross it there, and you run along the river. It is beautiful. Okay, so while I was at the stop sign, there's nobody behind me. There's really, there goes one car. The speed limit's 35 right here, and the speed limit there was 20, about, I don't know, oh, it might be 35 on that road. I go like 25 to 30 because there are deer crossing where the woods are, so I always watch it, because they're crossing to go over by the river, so I'm always really careful over there. We're gonna go over some train tracks up here. Occasionally, the historic Lackawanna Rail goes across. It comes through town, and they go really slow, and you can take rides on this historic track. See the big thingy over? It's very cool. So you can take rides on this historic train, and they come through town. Everybody, like half the town comes out and goes along the train tracks. Everybody's waving and taking pictures. Yeah, small town America. Gotta love it. I love stuff like that. I love stuff like that. It's so it's so anti what you probably think I would be into. But look, I was born and raised just outside of Detroit, and I lived in Detroit, like I said in another vlog, for a long time. I lived in 3 different neighborhoods in the city of Detroit, not a suburb, actually in Detroit. Back when Detroit was known as the murder capital of the world, back in the Coleman A. Young days, if you know, you know. Oh, this farm right across right here, you can't see it. It's almost impossible to see them, but there's a farm right across the road right here. I love their stone wall. This farm, some days I can see them. They have a barn right there. They have this big field right. You're going to kind of see it behind me on the left. Right there. That big field, they have longhorn steer. They have the big giant horns on them. Sometimes you see them walking through the field and you see the big horns. It's crazy. So I think I'm going to go up this way, because I'm glad I came this way, because I almost forgot. I have to stop at my P.O. box real quick. So I'm going to go do that, and then I am going to go get a coffee, and then I am home. So I think I am going to do a part 2 to this vlog, and the part 2 will be craft vlog, making the sock puppets. And I'll just drop in like the little thingamy at Michael's in that video and whatnot. And then I'll make the puppets, and then I'll probably do a vlog of us going to the show and what it was like. Obviously, I'm not going to tape the show. We're in the second row. If I sit there holding a freaking phone through the show, I will get called out by AD. I'm not going to do it. Plus, that's rude. It's super rude. Not going to do it. Anyway, now I'm at the longest light in the world. Oh, I still have my Icelandic water in here. We're going to have to put that back there because I need room for coffee. So I think what I'll do is when I'm at... Oh my God, there's a Coke in here from like last week. I better get rid of that. That's going to be so flat. That's in there from like days ago. Oh my God. Ooh. When I'm at the post office, I am going to order my Dunkin' on the app because I'm trying to get enough points again. The last time I got that big Sabrina Carpenter Dunkin' coffee, that espresso thingy, I got the big giant size, and with, I don't know, it ended up being like $6. And sorry, I'm like hiccupy because I'm drinking this stupid Coke. I should drink my water. So I got it for free because I had enough points on the app. Is it really free? No, because I had to buy a lot of freaking crap to get it. But anyway, don't get me started on points. Like, you know, the points, it's like you buy more stuff so that you can get points. So you get one thing for free. But I think in the long run, if I spread that $6 over how much stuff I had to buy to get that free coffee, not so much. Oh, we're stuck at another light. Oh. But at least I got my gray socks and my red felt, and I can start working on crafts today. I want to make sure the glue is dry. So I need to have the sake puppets, the yeast puppets, made tonight. That gives them 24 hours to completely dry by tomorrow. So, so I didn't tell you about the VIP experience thing. So there is not a stand there photo op, have your arm around them, take pictures, which I'm fine with. But what I think is even cooler is we get to get there an hour before the showtime. Poor Alton Brown. He's got to talk an extra hour. I guess he doesn't mind for how expensive the tickets were, maybe. But, you get there an hour before curtain, it says. So we're supposed to get there at 6:30, I guess. We're going to go down there really early because there's a place called the Easton Public Market. Years ago, I did a vlog. Oh my God, years. Or not a vlog. Jeremy and I did Eating Our Way Through the Easton Public Market. Do any of you remember that? If you don't, you can search my channel. Jeremy and I did Eating Our Way Through Easton Public Market. I did like 2 or 3 videos eating at Easton Public Market because it's so good. My husband loves it, and we're going to be starving because the show is at 7:30, which means you're either going to eat dinner on a Wednesday at like 10 o'clock at night, which everything is closed by then by us. We live in the boonies. Everything's closed. Everything closes between 9 and 10 on a weeknight for dinners. And sometimes even on the weekends, they stop at 10. So we're going to go down before the show. I want to get there maybe like at, I don't know, 4:30, 5 o'clock, and kind of walk around Easton a little bit because it's going to be daylight still. It'll be nice out. Bonus for us, we will get excellent parking this time because we always have to park in the big structure and get stuck. We're going to be there so early that we'll probably get really, really good parking, which will be cool. I think I'm going to drive. That way, if my husband wants to have a beer or something before the show or anything like that, he can. He's also going to be tired because he's got to work on Thursday morning. He is working from home tomorrow to make sure that he doesn't not get out early enough to go to the show. So I would really like to leave by about 4:30 or so to head down there. That way we have time to drive because it's about an hour drive, 45 minutes to an hour drive to get to the show. We have to drive. We might have to leave by like 4, just because it's also going to be rush hour and there's construction. So we have to go and get there. And then we'll go to the Easton Public Market. We'll sit down and eat and hang out. You can have a beer or two. And then we have to be in the theater in our seat at like 6:30 because the VIP experience starts an hour before curtain time. Curtain time is at 7:30, which means we need to be in our seats at 6:30. I don't want to be walking in late when he's doing the VIP experiencing, and then we will like really be embarrassed. We'll be like, hi, we're late for this thing we paid a lot of extra money for. So it's a Q&A, and we also get an autographed, like signed copy of his new book, which is really cool because I got the book on Audible, but I wanted to get a hard copy of it because it's got like pictures. He's got all different, he always puts recipes and pictures and stuff, but it is a memoir. It's like his autobiography memoir. So, and I think it's like I think he's got like essays and a bunch of stories in it. I have not started listening to the audiobook. I'm going to start listening to it today. It's only like 7 hours. So between today and tomorrow, I can get through it because tomorrow there's a Q&A, and I want to be able to listen to the book and see if there's anything in the book I want to ask him about or reference or bring up. So, oh man, there's a big, one of those light up, it's not that big, it's a little tiny one. There's a light up billboard over here, and it says spring is in whatever days. And I think it's in, 10 days? Is it 10 days? Yeah, I think spring's in 10 days. Well, it's the 21st, 11 days. I don't know. I'm giving it a little bit of leeway because, ooh, I can go to the, ooh. See, I'm really hungry. I could go to the Tatra Deli and get Polish food. I always say that. Then I don't have to drive all the way down there. And she has coffee. I mean, it's Polish coffee. It's good. I am behind the slowest municipal waste dumpster truck in the world right now. I am going 22 miles an hour. They're turning into the restaurant right here. Or I could get carry out from Pete's. Decisions. I have places I can go stop and not have to get drive-through like bad food, like Taco Bell or anything. I could go to Taco Bell. Do I want to go to Taco Bell? No, not really. No. Nope. Not really. I'm checking my P.O. box right now in case you're wondering where we're going. And oh, this truck is not turning in there. It's going all the way back where I'm going. Fun. Again, my bangs don't know. My hair's kind of parting in the middle, so it doesn't know which way it wants to go. Whatever window is open, that's which way my hair is going. Nobody will be at the post office because they are closed for lunch right now. Because I have the tiniest post office in the world. It's one desk and one person. Sometimes there's only one person working there. There's usually two now. They have a whopping 2 people working at my post office usually. And lots of potholes. Okay, I'm going to run in really quick. It's going to be so fast because they're closed. So no, I'm not going in line. I just have to go run check my P.O. box. Be right back. I remembered to stop my camera this time. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I'm going to be home in a minute. So I'm going to be wrapping this up. But yeah, this is good. Again, I really need to remember to switch the 3 pumps of sweetener. Oh my God, this has 4? 4? Dude, this has 4 brown sugar syrup pumps and 4 hazelnut shots. I just got the diabetes. Anyway, look, I can joke about that because my dog Dude was diabetic and I took care of him for almost 2 years. He made it a couple of years diabetic. And I never want to be. My mom was always borderline, and I never want to be because, especially having taken care of my poor puppy who had to go through that, it was horrible. And of all the dogs I've ever had, he's the only one who ever got it, which I guess it's not a good thing, but out of all the dogs I've had in my life and all the rescue dogs I've had and all the fosters, he was the only one. It still sucked, and he deserved better. He did. I hate that. Just like I hate that Eliza has leukemia. And that, it's like out of my control, you know? It's their breeding, it's what they're prone to, whatever. There's so much stuff you can do everything right. Like, I did nothing different than Dude, than with the 10 other dogs I had in the time that I had him, and he's the only one who was diabetic. So it's not like you fed him the wrong thing. No, I had 10 dogs in my house. Dude had 9 brothers and sisters. None of them were diabetic, only him. So nobody can say I did something wrong. And you know, it's good because for my own conscience, I know I didn't do anything wrong by him to make him diabetic. That was just he was just prone to it for whatever reason. It was very weird because his brother Voodoo did, never had it, was like perfectly normal, never had it. Nobody else had it. They all ate the exact same food. I gave them the exact same treats. They had nothing different. 9 other dogs who lived the same time as him didn't have it, which really does bring me some peace because a lot of times, you know, if something goes wrong with your dog, you're like, is it my fault? Because I could have prevented it. Maybe if I wouldn't have done this or that, and you blame yourself. You're like, could I have done anything differently or better? So anyway, no. Yeah, that's really sweet. And I am now making a serious mental note that anytime I order anything from Dunkin' Donuts, I'm cutting the sweetener in half. Totally in half. Like, is this just... I keep seeing all these, like, videos, and people do... I don't do TikTok, but they come up on, like, Instagram, too, and I see them different places. And they come up in my Google News feed all the time where they're like, you know, and on YouTube, there's a lot of these where this has the same amount of sugar as this, and they'll be holding a cup of like granulated sugar. You know, it's crazy. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. Is that like, is it just gotten to epic proportions now and it's that bad? Because I don't remember it ever being like that years ago when I would go and get like Dunkin'. They were never this sweet. They never went crazy with sugar like this. Anyway, I will be back in 1 second. I have to stop somewhere. I have to stop at CVS. Hold on. Okay, there's CVS right there. I forgot. I had to get some eye drops and I had to check out allergy medications because I have been so sneezy. My eyes are itchy. Wow, I'm glad I didn't go that way. This traffic is just all kinds of messed up over here from this construction. Woo! Woo! Construction galore. I'm trying to keep my window open a little bit. Anyway, I had to get some allergy meds to try. I've taken Claritin in the past and it pretty much worked, I guess. But the Zyrtec doesn't... It's helping, but it's not like the best. It seems like I have to try different allergy meds to find one that actually works. Like one will work for a while and then it's like, oh, not working anymore. Then I'll start working for a while again and it's like, oh, not working again. I was going to go to Tractor Supply and see if they got the baby chicks in, and I'm sure they did, but I don't want to do that. Y'all know I will come home with baby chickens and baby ducks, and I just don't need to be doing that right now. I am downsizing my birdies. So I have 3 ducks now that are ancient. I have been really keeping an eye on them. One of them is very limpy, and she's very old. I think she's got arthritis in her foot, and she's very limpy. I'm a little worried about her. I might be bringing her inside today. I'm going to see how she's doing, but I'm worried with that hawk out there. When I was outside over the weekend cleaning the coops, she was just sitting by herself in the middle of the lawn. Like she was a total, literally the definition, this is where the definition comes, sitting duck. She was just sitting there. And we were out there, but if that hawk came around, she would have no chance to get away from it. She couldn't run fast enough to get away from it. So I may be bringing her inside because I'm a little worried about that foot. If her joint's swollen in that leg too, and I think it's from, I don't know if it's an injury or if it's from arthritis, because she is really old. She's like 8 or 9 years old, which is old for a duck. She's our Indian runner duck. If the vet that I know down here has, if he does, I think he does chickens and ducks. If he's still in business, because he was ancient years ago, if he's still around and he can see her, I may take her to the vet. Because if it is an injury, we might be able to wrap it and give her something to help her be more comfortable. but it's one of those things, like, she's also really old. So is it old age or an arthritis? I mean, he could probably tell me that. Am I going to be having to pay for an x-ray for a duck? Potentially. I don't know. But my husband is all worried about her too. So I told him I might try to take her to the vet. I'm going to see how she's doing today. And then I will make a decision when I see her today, how she's walking around. I didn't let them out of the yard yet because I haven't been home, and it's not safe to leave them out with that hawk around. So I'm going to go let them out and see how they're all doing and see how she is doing with the flock. She's been avoiding the flock and staying away from everyone. And then what's bad is she can't run away, so the boys, because it's spring and boys are going to be boys, they're randy. The boys were jumping over and jumping on her, which is not helping her poor little duck joints in that foot. So it's like her ankle on her right leg is swollen. So I'm just a little bit worried about her. I think I'm going to bring her up to the house because I want to make sure that she's getting enough food and water and not getting... listen, everybody thinks ducks and chickens are cute, but they are brutal. They are like a pack animal. They're a flock animal. If somebody is weak, they're going to be like, weak one in the pack, weak one in the pack. Shun them, shun them. And she is getting a little bit shunned. That always happens when there's a chicken or a duck that is not doing well. They are the weakest link. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. And the flock will abandon them and let them get taken by predators or let them get eaten or whatever. Because the pack or the flock, depending on dogs or birds, are like, nope, you're pulling us all down with you. If you think ducks are sitting there going, we're going to protect this poor duck with the sore ankle, we're not going to let this hawk get her. Oh, hell no. My other ducks are like, see ya, we're going in the coop and leaving her out there. That's why I can't leave her alone. But she also, they'll push her. They won't let her they're not like nice. They're not like, oh, hey, your foot is sore. Make sure you get some water. Here, you can have my food. No, they're not like that. They're animals. They're like, my food, my water, piggy, 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 and pushing her away. So I need to make sure she's eating and drinking enough. I'm hoping she's doing okay, but we shall see. I mean, she can walk. She's just very limpy and very slow. And like I said, I don't know if there's something else going on with her, but this is the reality of having chickens and ducks. So not only do I have my dogs I'm always taking care of, I have a big ass flock. And they're aging. It's kind of like when all my dogs turned into seniors all at one time because we got them at the same time. And then they were all seniors at the same time, which is like not fun. So now I have a bunch of birds that are all seniors at the same time. There's this whole group that hatched at the same time, and they're all like, over a couple of years, they're all like 9 to 11 years old. They're really up there. And it's sad because two of my favorites, Narcissa and not Andromeda, Bellatrix and Narcissa. Figure out they're black runner ducks, and they went totally white. It's weird. They molted, and their feathers came in all white. So they started out all black, and now they're all white. So they're old. They're very old, and I'm worried about those two because they've been around so long, and I can't imagine life without Bellatrix and Narcissa, my black Indian runner ducks, who are now almost all white with black spots. They started out all black as babies, and then they started getting white polka dots all over them and white spots. And then it got more white spots and more white spots. Now they're white with black spots, which is kind of cute. But I absolutely love them. And Roxanne is another one of our favorites. She's a brown runner duck. And Roxanne is very interactive with us. She knows her name. If we call her, Roxanne comes running. She's named after Roxanne in the movie Roxanne with Steve Martin and Daryl Hannah. Worms, Roxanne. I was afraid of worms, Roxanne. By the way, if you have never seen Roxanne with Steve Martin, one of the funniest movies of all time. It's silly, it's goofy, it's hilarious. I love Daryl Hannah. I always have, and I love Steve Martin. So if you haven't watched it or haven't watched it in a while, Roxanne, you're welcome. I was afraid of worms, Roxanne. So we always say that because we have mealworms for the ducks, and Roxanne is obsessed with the mealworms. So if you even go near the shed, Roxanne is the first one. She's like standing at the door like, worms? Worms? So we named her Roxanne because she's not afraid of worms, Roxanne. Anyway, so yeah, I'm almost home now. I said I was going to go like 20 minutes ago. This is a super long vlog for everyone. It's a super long spring vlog. All right, so I will see you in the next one. Stay tuned for Alton Brown report, show report, crafts with hand puppets, sock puppets, the sock puppet report, the sock puppet vlog. Let me know if you like Alton Brown. I love him. He's hilarious. I will be reviewing his new book on my booktube channel when I start my booktube channel. I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. I want to have maybe like 7 videos before I start my booktube channel. I don't want to put one video on it, but I do have, I ordered a book, and it is probably the first book that I want to review on my booktube channel. I'm currently listening to it on Audible, but I want to have the hard copy because it has recipes in it, and it is not the Alton Brown book, but it is the book How to Be a Renaissance Woman, which is highly recommended and has recipes for making makeup from the Renaissance. So I want to do a 2-part thing where I'm going to make Renaissance makeup that I'm going to make to film on my channel, this channel, and then I'm going to review the book on my booktube channel. So they're going to be kind of like companion videos, you know, kind of, sorta. Anyway, so thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. I can't wait for Alton Brown tomorrow. Bye. Okay, I'm out in my yard, and I just wanted to give a little update on Limpy Duck back there, just so nobody worries. She is doing very well, actually. I went in the coop, and I was kind of like slightly worried about her. Like, oh my God, where is she? Is she? There goes that hawk again. Keep moving. I was a little bid worried about her. So I'm looking in the coops, and I'm looking everywhere. And it turns out she was in the yard with everybody. So, hi, Enid. So I am going back in right now, and she is fine. I'm going to leave her with the fam. Sorry, I'm trying to get this open, and the dogs are here. There's Casper and Enid. But I need to get in the gate and not let that guy escape. Anyway, it's a beautiful day. I'm going to go unpack the food from Aldi's, and I'm going to have something to eat. And I may sit out here and record, but oh my God, you guys, I actually have like too much content. There's no such thing. It's very sunny out here. If I sit in my spot here, it is like solid sun right here. Holy moly. I put the bed out for them, so I may sit out here, but right now it is like blindingly sunny. I think by the time I unpack my groceries and eat, I should be fine to do a makeup look out here for tomorrow. I'm trying to pre-upload because with the Alton Brown show coming up, and we're going to be gone like most of the day tomorrow, half the day, and we're not going to get back until really late at night. So I think don't quote me, but the next 2 days with my makeup collab groups I'm in, one of them is green and one of them is St. Patrick's Day. I'm not sure which is which. So whatever it is, you'll see green and St. Patrick's Day, and I'm currently going through my favorite green palettes. A lot of them are old, but I'm going through a bunch of my old palettes, green palettes, to find some favorites, and I'll review those and do like a quick green eye look. Okay, I'm gonna go now. I was running around the yard. I pulled the hose out of storage, and green, wearing my shirt again. Yes, I'm wearing it 2 days in a row. Shut up. I don't care. It's clean. Is there? Thought there was mud on my face. Okay, it's very warm out. Enid's enjoying the bed. I'm gonna go have something to eat, get something to drink. I got my big water upstairs calling my name, and I will see you in the next one. Makeup next couple of days, and then Alton Brown vlogs. Fun. Okay, bye.